Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So today's lesson, like we are starting with the real effort, with the big effort. And in this lesson number 4, we are going to start with a different sound. So we are having 16 different sounds for each letter. So that's something we have to keep in mind, that we are going to start for now with the very first 3 connection tools. And this is Fatha, Kasra and Dammah. With these 3 different tools, whenever, as soon as they come in with the letter, combined with the letter, we will have different sounds. And today, inshallah, we will get to know the very first sound of, for example, Hamza. How Hamza will sound like with Fatha, how Hamza will sound like with Kasra, and how Hamza will sound like with Dammah. Of course, we will go, inshallah, with this lesson from Hamza all the way until the last letter, which is in our book order, it is Mim. So be careful. Also with this, we are going to make sure that some differences, like with the heavy and the light, how you pronounce this and how you pronounce that. All of these details, you will find it, inshallah, with Fajr. So follow this, and Jazakumullah khair. Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, Fajr.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you today?
Good.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Okay, so Fajr, inshallah, we will start. So before we start, what we always say?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
MashaAllah, I love it. Very good job. And then let's say the dua. Allahumma
Allahumma
allimna
bima
yanfa'una wanfa'na bima allamtana wazidna ilman nafi'an ya kareem nafi'an ya kareem. Very good job. Beautiful. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Quickly, before we move on, and that's something very essential we have to do each and every time, we have to review, okay, to make sure that everything is clear. So we started with lesson number 1, which is ad-darsul awwal. We started with the letters, right? And then, alhamdulillah, we have learned all of these letters. And I will add just few comments when it comes to the letters. So, so this is for sure alif. And then when we go to ba, some people would say ba, okay? Yes. And both are correct. If we say ba or ba, both are correct. But we just usually follow this name as it mentioned, as these names, like we said Sin, that's how it mentioned in Quran. Ain, that's how it mentioned in Quran. Okay? So mainly because Qaida Nooraniya is following the Quranic way. Okay? When another thing that we have to make it clear, when we say the letter Sin, yeah, we have to be careful not doing ghunna when we say the ya of the sin. So it's always sin, clear. And then what is ghunna? We have mentioned that word yesterday.
Yeah.
What is ghunna?
So ghunna is like when like a sound comes from your nose, like when there's like a letter that has like a ya or something.
Beautiful. Ghunna is that sound comes from the nose. So we have how we can know whether we are doing ghunna or not. There's a very simple and easy test. We did it together last class, that we tried to close our nose. So if you close your nose and the sound goes on, that means that there is no ghunna, right? There is no sound comes from the nose.
Like it will happen like this. Like if you talk like that.
Yes, beautiful. So to make sure that for example, see, the sound of the E, it doesn't affect it. That means that I'm pronouncing the sin in a good way, because we don't need ghunna in that ya when we pronounce it, okay? Same thing when we pronounce she, it has to be very clear without any ghunna, okay? So if we close our nose and we notice that the sound is going up and down, then we have to make sure that the sound comes clear, just like what I'm doing. Okay? Is it clear? Good job. Jazakallah khair. Also, one of the things that's very important, we said about the heavy letters, Sad, Dad, Ta. We mentioned that there is no need at all to do like this one. It's wrong. It's wrong if you say Sad like this. This is totally wrong. Good job. Good job, Fajr. Jazakallah khair.
Like you could do it like lightly, like Sad.
Good job. No, it's not lightly. It is a heavy letter, but the whole sound comes from the mouth, not the lips. Okay?
Nothing comes from the nose.
For Sad, yes, definitely nothing has to come from the nose. And also for the Dad. Okay? And then something else I want to remind you of. The pronunciation of the Dal. We have to make sure that we don't do Z sound. It is clear if we do Dal. And then when we go to that letter, Wa. Okay, so, and also for the Tha. Yes, beautiful. So these three letters, we have to be careful when we pronounce them, because mostly people tend to make mistakes when they pronounce them.
Like especially the fourth letter, that one.
This one?
No, that one.
That one, yeah. Some people tend to say
Sa,
which is wrong, right? Because this is Sin and this is Tha. Good job. One more thing, when we pronounce this letter, Kaf, we have to be careful. Don't do k, like strongly releasing the air this way. This is wrong. So we just say Kaf.
Yeah, but don't do O.
Yeah.
Like don't do Qaf.
Yeah, Qaf, this is for the heavy letter, and we don't have, mashallah Fajr, you're very smart, because this is a heavy letter. We don't go with the Qaf like this. We do Qaf with the straight lips as much as we can. Same thing for the Kaf and Ta. We don't give it like air, pushing air when we pronounce these two letters.
Like you don't do it like ta, like that, like super, like with your mouth.
Okay. So also things that we have to be careful. Some people tend to say be, te, which is wrong. We have to make sure that we opening, elongating, and pronouncing the letter in a clear way. I'm sorry. So we say ba, ta, tha. Okay.
And also some people make mistakes on the Jim, like how to say it.
Yes, very smart, Fajr. Really, some people tend to make mistakes with the Jim and pronounce it. So we are here going to mention what are the correct ways. And people, if they are doing something differently, they have to be careful and follow the correct way to pronounce the letter. Jazakallah khair, Fajr. Also, one of the things that we have also always remain and do it in a beautiful way, that we have to pronounce the letter or the word in a clear sound. We can't go like low, ba. Okay, that's that's weird, right? Or just go ba. We can't go ba. We can't go with a shaky sound. We have to follow, and inshallah, also the Shaykh recitation for these lessons, inshallah, will be, it's available in the YouTube, and we can definitely follow it, inshallah, just the recitation. So, do we have any questions? Okay, that's beautiful, mashallah, tabarakallah. And then for the lesson number 2, we started in this lesson to clarify for the kids how the different shapes of letters, for example, lam, how it looks like at the beginning of the word, how it looks like at the middle of the word, and how it looks like all by itself, and how it looks like, so here, the next page, how it looks like at the end of the page, at the end of the word. So in these 2 pages, kids will understand how all the letters looks like at the beginning of the word, middle of the word, and the end of the word. After that, we have learned about lesson number 3, And these al-huruf al-muqatta'a, which is these letters that they are mentioned the way it is in Quran, and we pronounce the names of each and every letter. We remember what is this wavy mark means, Fajr? Do you remember?
So it means, I don't know like what it's called again. Like I forgot what it calls, but I know what it does.
Yeah,
like
what it does.
So it does like 5 counts. It does it like extra.
Yes,
for the
beautiful,
letters.
mashallah. We elongate the pronunciation of the letter for 6 counts. Jazakallahu khairan, beautiful. And we mentioned that we have to ask the kids about each and every letter in this sentence. They have to know that this is Ain, Mim, etc. So they have to mention it correctly.
Yeah, so like if like there's only like one more they like missed.
They have to go back and review and study, memorize, and then inshallah.
And then inshallah they will go to the next lesson.
Beautiful, good job, Fajr, mashallah. Next lesson, which is lesson number 4. And with that lesson, since we learned how to have the blocks, and if you want to build up something, we have to do what? We have to connect them, right? So these are the first 3 connection. So if you want to have a beautiful building, it's going to be, is it strong or weak this way? What do you think? Is this wall strong or weak? Weak, right? I can easily destroy it. But if you bring glue and glue it, it's going to stick like this, right? And then if I move it like this, it's going to stick together and move together, and it will never fall off, right?
Yeah, like fall off.
Beautiful. So these are the first 3 connection tools. And in Arabic, we have 16 different connection tools. We are going, inshallah, to learn here in the Qaida Nooraniya bi'idhnillah. The first 3, and something we call Harakat, right? We will repeat that word. And what Haraka means? Haraka means that these 3 different shapes, for example, and as I mentioned, these are the first 3. Later on, we will get to know another 3 and another 3 until we finish the whole 16 connection tools. Okay? So, let's start. الدرس الرابع.
الدرس الرابع.
Beautiful. Let's do it one more time. الدرس الرابع.
الرابع.
Good job, which means that lesson number 4. الحروف.
الحروف.
Beautiful. را الحروف.
الحروف.
One more time. الحروف.
الحروف.
المتحركة.
المتحركة.
الحركات.
الحركات.
If you look here at that shape we call it فتحة.
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 Beautiful. فتحة.
فتحة.
ما شاء الله تبارك الله. And always فتحة comes
up.
all the way up the letter. And then after that we got that shape which is Kasra.
And it always goes down.
Yes. Good job. Can you repeat after me? كسرة.
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 ما شاء الله. Third one, which is ضمة.
Dammah.
You're doing good. ضمة.
Dammah.
Can you see that shape? ضمة.
Dammah.
Yes, ما شاء الله. Beautiful. Very good job. And let's start with each letter. Okay, so each letter, if we look, are you comfortable, my dear? Are you comfortable this way? Okay. So, each letter, we will find that each letter we will have 3 different sounds with each haraka. Now we know what haraka means, right? So with each haraka, we will find that each letter will have a different sound.
Actually, I don't know what haraka means.
Haraka means so here we started with these 3 harakat, and this called haraka. This called haraka and this called haraka.
Oh, so they're technically the
Fatha.
letters?
So that shape, when we say fatha, we can call it also haraka.
Yeah.
And that shape of kasra, we can also call it haraka. And that shape of Dammah, we can also call it haraka, right?
Like all the letters, like technically all the signs, you could call it haraka.
All the signs, all the glue that we are going to stick our building with, all the different connection tools.
We're actually gonna or not? Renee?
Sorry?
Are we actually gonna stick it with cups or no?
I wish. Okay, we will work in that maybe next class.
Yeah, maybe next class.
Maybe
or
next
like
class, why not?
Maybe on the weekend or something.
That's a very good idea. Okay. Okay, so let's start with this. So what is the first letter? Just give me the name of the letter. Do you remember?
Alif.
Oh, that's
yeah.
very like common mistake some kids
yeah.
do. Yeah, go ahead. Did you remember?
Yeah, Hamza.
Hamza, good job. I'm so proud
I
of
thought
you,
you were saying
mashallah.
like the stick thing. That's
Yeah, beautiful. So we agreed that this shape would remain as like a chair holding the Hamza, and Hamza would remain the strong. So we will always say that this is Hamza. Okay, good job, Fajr. Jazakallah khair. So this is Hamza. In the three different boxes here, it is Hamza. So let's see how, whenever the Hamza comes with the Fatha, how it's going to sound. Same thing whenever the Hamza comes with the Kasra, how it sound like. And whenever the Hamza comes with Dammah, how it sound like. So we will always mention the name of the letter, and then we will mention what is that haraka is, or what is that shape is. Okay? Let's start. Hamza fatha'a.
Hamza Fatha'a.
Good job. Hamza fatha'a.
Hamza Fatha'a.
Good job, mashallah. Hamza fatha'a.
Hamza Fatha'a.
Good job, mashallah. So we always, one more time, if it's hard, mention the name of the letter, Hamza, and then Fatha, and then the sound, A.
Ah.
Good job. And be careful with that sound. That sound has to be clear and strong. A.
Yeah.
Hamza Fatha A.
Hamza Fatha'a.
Hamza Kasra I.
Hamza Kasra I.
A I.
I. A-I.
Good job. We will do the two sounds together. Okay, we will do the two sounds together. A-I.
A-I.
Hamza Dammah.
Hamza Dammah.
A-I-U.
A-I-U.
Good job, mashallah. Let's move on with the next letter. What is the name of this letter? Think. Let's remember. What is the name of this letter?
Wow? No. I don't think it's wow.
Yeah, it looks like the head of the wow, but this is not like
Yeah,
wow.
because it has plenty of space.
This is
Ha!
Ha. Good job. Perfect, Fajr, mashallah. Beautiful.
I first thought it was ha, but like I felt like it was wrong.
No,
because,
you're
like,
correct. We were correct. Be confident. And even if we made mistakes, that's what we learn from, right?
Yeah.
So this is ha. Ha fathaha.
Ha Fathaha.
Ha fathaha.
Ha Fathaha.
Ha fathaha.
Ha Fathaha.
Good job. Ha kasrahi.
Ha Kasra I.
Yes, with here we have to be careful. Don't say E, because this is E, right? We can't give a different sound to a different letter. Ha kasrahi.
Ha Kasra Hi.
Good job, perfect. Ha kasrahi.
Ha Kasra Hi.
MashaAllah. Ha dammahu.
Ha Dammahu.
Ha dammahu.
Ha Dammahu.
Nice, beautiful, mashallah. Let's move on. Before we move on, I forgot something. We have to gather the first two together, and then we have to collect the three together.
Yeah.
So let's start from the beginning. Ha fathaha.
Ha Fathaha.
ها كسرة هي
ها كسرة هي
ها هي
ها هي
ها ضمة هو
ها دمه
ها هي هو
ها هي هو
good job عين فتحة ع
عين فتحة
listen to me that sound
yeah.
ع
oh yeah عين فتحة
yes put your hand here just don't like choke yourself just gently and say ع yes gently عين فتحة ع
عين فتحة
good job way much better ما شاء الله one more time عين فتحة ع
عين فتحة
good job عين كسرة عي
عين كسرة إي
so be careful
He,
one more
he,
time so this is E and this is he we
similar.
we can't take your stuff and give it to someone else right you will
It's
feel like
similar.
I'm angry so keep my stuff here okay so same thing for the عين that we don't want him to be angry عين كسرة عي
عين كسرة إي
good job ما شاء الله beautiful عين كسرة عي
عين كسرة إي
good job just inshallah we will keep practice okay until we reach that sound of عين كسرة عي
like I'm hearing like a ya like I'm hearing a ya in there like on the last part عين كسرة إي
okay that's good but don't stress yourself until you're able to do عي okay it's very light you don't like do too much okay with practicing inshallah we'll be able to do it عين ضماع
عين دمع
عين ضماع
عين دمع
see look I don't touch my mic ignore it imagine it's not here okay let's do from the beginning همزة فتحة
همزة فتحة
همزة كسرة إي
همزة كسرة إي
آئي
آئي
همزة ضماء
همزة دمع
آئي أو
آئي أو
good job ها فتحة
ها فتحة
ها كسرة هي
ها كسرة هي
ها هي
ها هي
ها ضماه
ها دمع هو
yes good job ها ضماه
ها دمع
ها هي هو
ها هي هو
عين فتحة ع
عين فتحة ها
ع ع ع okay don't say okay it's just light do your
Like
best put your hand
light.
and say ع ع عين فتحة ع
عين فتحة
good job عين كسرة عي
عين كسرة إي
we will work on that okay Fajr inshallah
إي
yes this is way much better good job عاعي
عائي
عين ضماع
عين دمع
عاعيع
عائع
okay ع
ها
عي
عي
عو
أو
good job Fajr mashallah I love that you're trying and as much as we try as much as we practice we will master it inshallah
yeah
ها فتحة ح
ها فتحة
be careful this is this letter stuff this is the ha this is ha ha فتحة ح
ها فتحة
good job ها كسرة حي
ها كسرة حي
ها حي
ها حي
ها ضمة حو
ها دمع
حو
هو
حو
هو
beautiful ها حي حو
ها هي هو
ما شاء الله good job غين فتحة غا
غين فتحة
غين كسرة غي
غين كسرة غي
غاغي
غاوي
غين ضمة غو
غين دمع
غاغي غو
غاوي
let's go to the scratch sound خا فتحة خا
خا فتحة
خا كسرة خي
خا كسرة خي
خاخي
خاخي
خا ضمة خو
Dammahu.
خاخيخو.
Khahihu.
Beautiful, good job. قاف فتحة قا.
Qaf fatha qa.
قاف كسرة قي.
Qaf kasra qi.
قاقي.
Qaqi.
Yeah, be careful, don't go with the key. It's still قا قي.
Qi.
Good job.
Like it's
Mashallah.
kind of like there's like a nose problem again. Like kind of because there's an e.
Yeah, it's fine. So here we have to be careful. We don't say key. Okay?
Yeah.
It is قي.
Qi.
قاف ضماقو.
Qaf dammaku.
قاقيقو.
Qaqiqu.
Good job.